Today we are going to make a tribal lady in a beautiful dress, not out of fabric but out of acrylic paint. We'll be experimenting with some of the easiest techniques ever to get such a stunning result that you can try yourself at home. Follow along until the end to see how it turns out. Now, last week I was making a collage. If you haven't watched it, which is quite unusual even for me, but I greatly enjoy it and it's perfect for any level. So if you're a beginner, I highly recommend checking that episode. Now today I'm going to do something that I was planning to complete probably 2-3 years ago and then I've forgotten. Some of you may be familiar with this lady. Yeah, quite some time ago. When I made her, I always thought that I'm going to make probably a triptych or at least a diptych. And I think that this is the day. However, the canvas I have is slightly wider. I couldn't find the 20 by 50. This one is 25 by 50. The first thing, of course, sketch. There are some stencils online, free images online you could use. I wanted one holding something, but I just realized the hand is at the wrong angle completely. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this. If you want to do that, you're going to find your own image. If you haven't watched this episode and you wonder what is she wearing, do you know what it is? I actually made a acrylic pour on a silicone mat to create the dress. And then I peeled it off and I added some patterns. The tribal clothes they are wearing are usually Dutch wax cloth. They're quite stiff, I would say, quite rigid. Well, let's check if she fits. Had I miscalculated something, I'll be very unhappy. She's going to... She fits. Okay, I think that's nice. I was actually thinking whether to use some poured sheets that I have. Quite cute, I must say. I think that this part is beautiful. Look when I put it underneath. Ooh, that's so nice. I need to press harder. This is soft 7B pencil. B stands for blackness. Incredibly soft. That should transfer the image straight away onto the pour. I might do the bottom from one section and try the top from the other. You would be surprised how long I keep stuff like that. I don't even remember, but it must be at least 5 years. I've got quite an annoying way of transferring the image, but you can use a pencil, you can use something else. No worries, I can see the lines, so cut it out now. This gorgeous part is going to be the top. Now we can see really well. Let me cut it. How often do we make a painting and then we have so much fun here, like little kids? I'm changing some of the colors. Just want to enhance some sections. I've never seen a Dutch wax cloth batik with pink personally, and I do have some very good African friends. That's why I like making African ladies, because I know they will enjoy it. But we still see the patterns, which is very cool. Not putting lots of orange. Wow, very fiery. Does it look a bit more tribal? You can see that I put the pieces of my puzzle together. I think the dress looks lovely. Oh, I wish I had one like that for summer. Let's try it out on her. Oh, nice. I think that the easiest shadow would be adding a thin coat of black. If it doesn't cover well, you can use grey. Adding some white. See, we see the color, but we have a shadow. That's probably the right amount. Yeah, I do like it. Gives us some creases here. Well, I'm slightly restricted, you know, because of the patterns on the fabric. I have some postcards. I've got some acrylic markers, and I'm going to try and recreate some of the patterns on the dress. If I wreck the dress completely, it'll be a shame because it's pretty. I googled that batik Dutch wax cloth, and I do like this with circles and lots of dots. Can I do it? I don't know. Now I'm pretty worried that I'm going to destroy everything, but I took this for my circles. How big do I want them? Maybe this size. Let's try one here. We don't want perfection here. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. I love it. Some of them are going to be just half or, you know, kind of partially seen. What do you think? Now, another color. Turquoise green. I'm done with the dots. Yes. I was looking at the original pattern and that's what we need now. If you think, oh my goodness, she's so patient. No, she's not patient. She just likes little detail. And this is a mindless job now. And I love putting something on, listening to something. And I don't have to really worry too much about composition or anything else. This is the part of art I enjoy the most. Now, there will be some bigger ones, like this. And yes, of course, I'm going to repeat them all around the whole thing. Let me show you from close. See? So we've got 4 layers of those, I want to say dots, but they're a bit more elongated. The dress is ready, so is the headdress. But it will make much more sense for me to do the background first, and then stick it on, and then paint her, than the other way around. I don't want the background to be identical to the previous one, but yes, I do want similar colors, so let's do a mixture. Peachy color on top, quite a lot of yellow I think, and then some darker colors at the bottom. I don't want the orange to be too vibrant at the moment. So instead of having a super vibrant orange, I am having more, I would say peachy tone. I'll also be checking with her if the color goes well with her, because, you know, this painting doesn't have to necessarily go together with this one, unless somebody wanted both. These could be individual paintings. It probably makes sense doing the edges at the same time. This section is for the lightest color. And then we'll be gradually getting darker. A little bit of burnt sienna here. Trying to blend it really nicely. I've got her dress, I've got her head wrap. I need a bowl now. And I was looking at some other acrylic skins that I have. If I trace it onto here. Option 1, that's quite pretty. Adding some patterns here. Can't go wrong with triangles. Having fun with the dish now. So nice that I could do all of that from my acrylic skins. I do like the dish. I'm not going to do anything else on it. Just some dots here. That's the position. She's quite high because I am going to draw her feet as well. Let's transfer her. Now it was quite difficult to see the outline on the dress, but have a look here. And I didn't even do the dress, I only did the hands and the face because there was no need. Oh, such a pretty dress, my lady. Pieces of puzzle come together. Yay! I am picking raw umber for the skin tone. And you know, it's a stylized version, it's not a realistic painting. I'm going to carefully fill all the section. I'll be very careful with the nose area and the mouth. Fingers touching the dress. Very long slender limbs. But that was the plan, that's the style. It's easier to apply the paint when it's watered down. But then of course the layer is not totally opaque, so I'll have to add a second coat. I really don't want to change her nose or her lips. I stuck her here temporarily because I want to draw the foot. I'm wondering, should I paint on top of the cloth or should I cut the section out? I've decided it looks better when it's a uniform leg, not just on a cloth and on canvas. I'm going to use acrylic paint. That's one of my favorite options when I use acrylic skins. Holding it down, and I'm going to glue the vase in a sec. I've changed to Mod Podge because I really don't want to move that section. I want it in the exact spot. So it's going to be easier if I apply a layer of Mod Podge to her dress. At the moment it looks like a skirt because it's a two-parter. I have an actual request every single week when I think what to do next and I struggle. Would you mind writing in the comment what would you like to see? specifically, what would you like me to do next? And it could be something, of course, completely different. You know, as an art teacher, I'm not afraid of trying different things, if different techniques, different topics. I've got a really small brush and some red on it. I'm thinking maybe she needs a little bit of a lipstick. Time for jewellery. I do like this one much more than the golden Posca one. So this is the Posca metallic and this is the Deco Art. I mean, I know it's way thicker, but look at the difference in colour. I find that most of the metallic golden pens are sort of greenish looking. That's why I really like that one. I am going to do this, look, because it's quite thick and I want some detail. I'm going to make a little puddle here, like that. Take a small brush, and I couldn't decide on a shape. Is it thick enough? Probably not. Might add another layer. A bit thicker than her arm. What kind of necklace? I'll start with some beads. Bracelets, yes, bracelets. Bracelets here. Okay, she's got thick ones, thinner ones. I think that's kind of plenty. Well, there we are. So what do you think? Please let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, I would really appreciate if you click the like and subscribe button if you haven't. It really helps the algorithms. We can enlarge our happy creative community. And don't forget to check out my Patreon for extended versions of my tutorials. And if you want to own this piece or any other of my original art, head over to my website abcreativeofficial.com. Thank you so much for watching and see you all next time.